Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Tobago. I'm Davia Chambers. Today we're coming to you from this ultra-modern, eclectic twist of a villa here in the village of LAMBEAU, Villa 513. It is our location today as we update you on our action-packed week over the next half hour. So stay with us to get all the details and we'll get started with this week's headlines. The scintillating production of Bitter Cassava culminates at Queen's Hall in Trinidad with the president among the audience. Northeast Tobago is now officially part of UNESCO's World Network of Biosphere Reserves. We have the highlights from the inauguration ceremony. The Tobago Agribusiness Development Company is working towards efficiency and profitability. And later, entrepreneurs in the East get a boost as the BizPop Business Pop-Up Shop returns. We have all these stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago returns. Stay with us. One Love Arts Atelier and Emporium is an oasis of art set in a peaceful, therapeutic, ambient garden atmosphere. The owner's creations range from wood carving to mosaic to jewelry making. The Andrews are also actively involved in advancing the arts in Tobago. They are activists for the artist community, while they also host much-needed workshops for young people who can learn to create craft. Welcome back to Let's Talk Tobago. The play Bitter Cassava was written by Dr. Lester Wilkinson, and a recent national tour deservedly returned the stage production to the spotlight thanks to the Tobago Performing Arts Company, or TPAC. The tour closed with a sold-out show attended by several well-known faces, including President Paula May Weeks and a diplomatic corps of ambassadors. We have highlights in this story. It tells a story with themes of love,
my wife and I,
pain, rejection, Bitter Cassava, written by Dr. Lester Ifibo Wilkinson and performed nationally by the Tobago Performing Arts Company, tells the story of Samuel Blondell. He's been in a common law relationship with Justina for 3 years, but suddenly gets smitten with Betty Lou. Justina finds herself out of the house. She retaliates by putting a curse on the new couple, and what follows brings consequences for all involved.
My demeanor is not an aggressive one, right? So I really, as what my fellow friend Mohammed had said, you have to find that in yourself. And it was really difficult to hold on to that and treat women with that kind of aggression. So it took a lot. The process was tedious.
The message to take away from Bitter Cassava is to really, truly understand the importance of the community and the voice that the community has and the impact. And for Justina, love our women regardless.
The play embraces Tobago's culture through dance, music, and song.
We needed something that was close to home. I knew about the play for a relatively long time, but it's those types of stories, it's that type of story that could resonate in any community, in any village, in any place.
So I arranged and wrote the scores, so the vocal arrangements, working with the cast, as well as the score writing and working with the players, the musicians, and then bringing that all together in a synergy and working with sound as well to make sure it really sounds good.
TPAC took the play nationally, performing at Naparima Bowl in South Trinidad and bringing the curtains down at Queen's Hall on June 4th.
We wanted to share with you a wonderful treasure that we have found, something that we have found for quite a while. Tobago has always been known as a place with a very rich cultural heritage. Tobago was always known for its contributions in the performing arts. And here we are finally deciding that we are going to not just monetize that, but we are going to share that with the rest of the world. And who better to start sharing that with than with our friends and family here in Trinidad?
Bitter cassava, as much as the chief said maybe, it was an experimental gamble, I kind of knew what we were getting into. And it was just for the rest of the world to catch up and see what we really have in our bosom in Tobago. And we have excellence in our bosom in Tobago.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud. Because for those who know, we came through some very uncertain times, and we felt it was important to show the rest of Tobago and the country what we can do.
So what did supporters think? The performance definitely touched the hearts of many. President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Her Excellency Paula May Weeks, was also present at the production.
It's bitter, and I enjoyed it very much. The music was great, and the dancing was great, and the story was great. So it was a beautiful evening, and I think a very good promotion for Tobago.
Bitter Cassava was a great experience. I love the production, I love the set, I love the music, everything. It was wonderful. I saw that the actors and the actresses, they put their heart on the stage, and I respect that.
I thoroughly enjoyed the production. It was just fresh and exciting. I love how real the actors were. You felt the emotions, you felt what they were experiencing. And so for an actor to be able to do that, it was incredible.
The Taste of Tobago Micro Market was also featured at the Garden Theatre of Queen's Hall. The Prime Minister's Best Village Trophy competition is back. This long-standing, prestigious event showcases Trinidad and Tobago's rich social and multicultural diversity. The Tobago preliminaries were held on June 7th and 8th at Signal Hill Secondary School, as you'll see in this story by Ryan McCool. Have a look.
It was an enthralling return for the cultural arts to the competitive stage. Bringing greetings on behalf of the Department of Culture was Acting Cultural Officer 2, Jesse Taylor. He says he's proud to see the strides Tobagonian participants have made in the Best Village competition over the years.
I have witnessed the emergence of the creative ecology. I have taken note of the numerous participants in Tobago who have set and raised the bar in various aspects of this competition. For practitioners continues to utilize this as a nucleus for sustainability, preservation, and education, blending harmoniously with other key elements and staples and activities on this island, essentially making it the diverse wealth of innovators and entrepreneurs that we now boast of.
Also happy to see the return of the staging of Tobago's culture was Secretary Tashia Boris.
This competition represents the best opportunity to record and preserve the development of our historical and environmental sites throughout the island. This serves as an additional avenue for creation of noteworthy content, showcasing our island's cultural offerings as part of our continued tourism trust. Our sincere hope is that the togetherness and camaraderie fostered during this competition would inspire our communities to continuously support, participate, and keep alive our traditions and culture in an organic and structured manner.
Following formalities were the Tobago folk presentations. They started with the literature categories, dramatized literature, folk musicals, the Larian Reve category, and dance.
My name is not even Candace. Why I have to live like this? And how you thought I was stush when we first meet. You barely just glimpsed me coming up the street.
Oh, wait. That I get function at church. No. Don't let everybody have to wait.
Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago, yeah.
Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Here I come and me wago.
You see this bushwhack in your head? Rub up the saddle and give him to drink it. And in 3 days time, you will tell me
To catch the highlights of this year's Tobago preliminaries of the Prime Minister's Best Village competition, visit the Facebook page of the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation. I'm Ryan McCool for Let's Talk Tobago.
Northeast Tobago is now officially a part of a global family that seeks to promote sustainable links between people and their natural environment, the UNESCO Man and the Biosphere Program. As the program marked 50 years, fitting celebrations were held in Tobago at the Western Hemisphere's oldest rainforest reserve. Omadara Mills brings us this story.
Tobago's Main Ridge Forest Reserve is the oldest legally protected tropical rainforest in the world. It's also one of the global sites for the celebration of UNESCO's Man and the Biosphere program's 50 years of existence. The celebrations included the unveiling of a commemorative sculpture by local artist Tommy Roberts, as well as the showing of a short video titled New Horizons. They allowed Northeast Tobago to showcase its progress and the abundance of opportunities. Northeast Tobago was designated a Man and the Biosphere Reserve by UNESCO in October of 2020. It is among 727 selected regions under UNESCO's Man and the Biosphere Marb program. Local stakeholders, including the Environmental Research Institute of Charlottesville, ERIC, and Castara Tourism Development Association, appreciate the benefits Marb status holds for the island.
The Man and the Biosphere achievement can be used as a tool to heighten the awareness and importance of environmental protection and conservation.
We all can look forward to designing, implementing, and participating in projects and programs that improve tourism, create more healthy and affordable food, create jobs, build climate change resilience, provide educational opportunities for our youth, and let us enjoy our beautiful Northeast Tobago together with family and guests.
The Northeast Tobago Marb Reserve includes the Main Ridge Forest Reserve, along with 15 surrounding communities. Little Tobago, St. Giles Island, and Goat Island are all a part of this reserve, alongside several wetland and marine ecosystems. THA, central government, and UNESCO officials think that the protection and preservation of areas like Northeast Tobago is everyone's obligation. This is because our natural environment contributes to the country's overall development.
I believe it is obvious that all of us that wise use of the environment is not incompatible with Trinidad and Tobago's push towards diversified economic and social development. The 2018 National Environmental Policy articulates the priorities determined by the people of Trinidad and Tobago as critical to achieving environmental sustainability and ultimately sustainable development.
We have a responsibility as an island to protect our environment. The beauty of the Man and the Biosphere designation is that it is not as stringent as you think it is. It encourages living in harmony with the environment. It says that you have this wonderful thing, we have this wonderful thing. We ought to protect it and we ought to monetize it. We ought to use it and use it well.
The UNESCO Marb program's celebrations at the Main Ridge Rest Stop facility in Bloody Bay coincided with World Environment Day and World Oceans Day. These two occasions are observed in the month of June. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
So we have to take a break, but do not go anywhere. Let's Talk Tobago will be right back. Villa 513 boasts luxury and comfort. It features 4 ensuite bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, 2 powder rooms, and walk-in closets. The main master bedroom is even equipped with its own jacuzzi. The villa features modern appliances throughout, and its kitchen is well equipped and stylish with a quartz countertop finish. Thanks for staying with us. They raced their goats with vitality on Easter Tuesday, and recently they got their rewards for all of the hard work. The prize-giving ceremony for Taste of Buku took place at the Victor E. Bruce Financial Complex recently, and we're happy to share with you all the winners.
Andre Thomas walked away as the winner of the Champ of Champs at the 2022 Taste of Buku in April. He collected his check at the recent prize-giving ceremony for the event. Andre also collected prizes for 2 other races. The event was hosted by the Tobago House of Assembly. In reliving the day, Administrator in the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Sherry-Ann Edwards-Louis, says patrons got more than just a taste.
What started off as a taste of Buku turned into a mouthful, a whole meal, and it resonated in the appetites of persons in Tobago, Trinidad, and beyond. I want to thank the Chief Secretary for his leadership, because at one point it was felt that this could not happen. But the Chief Secretary, as he usually does, made a commitment that nothing would detract from Tobago becoming the greatest little island on the planet.
Other winners included Elijah Irvin, champion jockey; Kyle Joseph, race number 2, 2nd place; Roy Hackett, prizes for race number 5, 3rd place, and race number 6, 2nd place; Anthony Horsford, prizes for race number 4 and 5 other races; Cuthbert Alexander, prizes for 2 C1 races and 1 C2 race; while Neil Potts was awarded for winning 3 races.
Countries that have traditions that are kept alive for generations, it's only done by deliberate effect and deliberate effort. And so when I saw the passion exhumed from Mr. Ndubisi Hall and Mr. Horsford, I knew that this was a serious undertaking, and so the rest is history.
We want to say special thanks to the Chief Secretary, Mr. Farley Chavez Agustin, Assemblyman Mr. Sonny Gregg, Mr. Terence Beans, and all the other members of the Tourism and Cultural Committee who helped to make this event a success.
Taking 3rd spot for Champ of Champs was Leroy Kerr, while Anthony Clark placed 4th. Mr. Clark also had the champion goat. Meanwhile, Hayden Moses took the prize for the winner of the Derby. Rudolph James managed to capture 2nd position, and Damian Dare 3rd. Mr. Courtney Potts took 4th place and champion owner. Chief Secretary Honorable Farley Augustin says a decision has been made to return part of the proceeds to the Goat Owners Association,
so that you all will be able to do some development work with among yourselves. And we had a sellout crowd, a sold-out crowd for Boko. So much so that at some point the police started saying, look, you can't take anyone else inside. And it is a testament of how enduring the sport is.
The Chief Secretary is urging the goat owners to find a way to host goat races more than just once per year.
The area is just full of people every single weekend. And I think we shouldn't miss the opportunity to convert that into some earnings on a regular. And so we need to sit and think, and maybe sit among yourselves and think of what can we do on a long weekend, on a Sundays when everybody is there, before Sunday school starts in the evening, before the pan-side strikes up. What can we do to facilitate some races?
A taste of Buku was held on Easter Tuesday. I'm Kern de Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
With a new board comes new ideas. That's certainly the case for the Tobago Agribusiness Development Company, or TADCO. It's shaking things up to improve the efficiency and profitability of the company and to benefit the agro-entrepreneurs they serve. Omadara Mills and cameraman David Jacob met up with TADCO's chairman to find out how things are shaping up. Here's more.
The Tobago Agribusiness Development Company, TADCO, is on the track to transforming the way business is done at this state enterprise. TADCO is undergoing several changes to make the company more profitable, upgrade its infrastructure, and improve its operations. It started with an adjustment to the company's rental rates for dry goods and cold storage. TADCO's chairman, Ricardo Alfred, says it's been a collaborative process.
As of July this year, it would be $6 per square foot. The following year, it will be $8, and another year, it will be $10, which was accepted by both parties, both us and the tenants. The cold storage, it moved from those bins would be like $300 plus VAT, so $337.50. And for a daily storage, it would be like I think it's $15 plus VAT. So it actually worked out good. Having the conversation, they were happy.
And TADCO's 50-plus clients are benefiting from other amenities.
On the compound, you get 24-hour security, sufficient parking for the clients, in a safe compound, clean, and your vehicle is safe, your commodity is safe. So we felt that we are offering much more than what the average wholesale rental is offering, especially with the cold storage, because we offer ice service up to 10 in the night. So, and we open that, and that's 7 days a week.
Mr. Alfred says these changes are geared towards boosting agribusiness in Tobago.
The new realignment is to assist the farmer and the agro-processor by making them more viable. We want to help them develop their products. So the money is going to be going there. We can't be using the state funds to be paying bills. It doesn't really work well with the farmer and the agro-processor. We as TADCO have to assist the farmer in developing the agriculture in terms of getting this product out there. There's going to be a lot of changes coming that will help them in a very large way.
TADCO plans to provide more rental spaces to potential clients. The company is also working with Nuvo Farms Limited to establish a modern agro and meat packing facility in Tobago. In addition, the Trinidad-based company will support TADCO's efforts to produce dasheen and cassava flours for sale in Trinidad and the region. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Now, the accumulation of sargassum seaweed along Tobago's coast usually poses a challenge for residents and tourism stakeholders around this time of year. But a public-private partnership on the island is exploring options to repurpose the seaweed into a revenue earner. We have more details in this story. Listen up.
It's a major eyesore with an unbearable odor that restricts use of the beach. But if you take a different view, like Mr. Sean Roberts, who coordinates the Tobago Recycling Resource Initiative, TRRI, sargassum seaweed can be a profitable resource.
We here from the private sector have decided to come together to kickstart the Try ASAP cleanup, and one of the farmers have actually donated their property to serve as the sargassum field station, where a lot of research and development is going to take place with the multiple applications of the sargassum in processing it and reusing it.
Tackling heavy deposits of sargassum along the Atlantic coast is a challenging job. That's why the PPP of Recycling Waste Logistics, the Green Fund, the EMA and the THA have engaged assistance from the Ministry of National Security's Civilian Conservation Corps.
We are here not about just offering skills to trainees. We also do conservation, agriculture, skills. So today, like a normal day, just a day of fun for the trainees here.
The TRRI initiative ASAP, Alleviate Sargassum Action Program, is providing relief from seaweed, along with a sustainable human capital and jobs.
We actually developing a program for waste and recycling as part of their curriculum. So that is where the trainees are going to be exposed to climate change, sargassum management, sargassum processing, solid waste, recovery and recycling, and they will have access to our facilities, the one in Shore Park and even the newly established one in Trinidad.
After being heaped, the sargassum was safely removed by the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development to locations designated for treatment of the seaweed.
Part of where we have at the field station, that is going to be a lot of the different processes of the sargassum into dry fertilizers, even to liquid fertilizers as well. As I mentioned before, that I have a colleague in Usha who actually reuses it as the liquid sargassum leachate as fertilizers.
TRRI is inviting all interested to join the ASAP initiative to aid in the strategic removal and management of the seaweed. I'm Ryan McCool for Let's Talk Tobago.
In our final story, we take you to the BizPop pop-up shop. Stay with us to find out where this event took place. We'll tell you right after this break when Let's Talk Tobago returns. Stay with us. During your stay at Villa 513, you can bask in this 24 feet glass front living space that's covered to make it perfect for entertaining. Villa 513 has all the ingredients for your next unforgettable vacation. Guests can even soak up some sweet Tobago sunshine on the lower level living space, which features an open deck lap pool. Tobago East was not left out of the excitement of the BizPop pop-up shop. This is where entrepreneurs, primarily from East Tobago, were able to showcase their goods. The fair was hosted at the Sid Gray Sporting Complex in Roxborough. In our final story, Kian Walker-Hazel tells us how it all went down. Have a look.
26 Tobago entrepreneurs got the opportunity to network and to promote their goods and services at the second BizPop Business Pop-Up Shop Fair recently. The fair was launched in 2019 but was put on hold due to the pandemic. The pop-up shop format helps business owners to introduce new product lines, test new markets, or generate awareness for their products or causes. The fair's founder and director, Justin Stewart, believes initiatives like this are important for businesses in East Tobago.
Second year, it came after the first time we had it was 2019, but we had the lull with COVID-19 and stuff, but it gave us some time to really prepare, right? So it's more of an experience. BizPop is really, it's a pop-up shop, but it's also a chance for entrepreneurs to connect with each other. It gives them exposure. You know, for example, having persons like you all here to really shine a light on them. I saw the cameraman going around and going one by one. This is a chance for persons to get their names put out there, right? So persons can know that, hey, Tobago has a lot to offer, and this is just a chance for them to show it.
The vendors were also pleased for the opportunity, especially with this event being held in the East.
I think it's very important for us to understand that it's all of Tobago. You know, a lot of pop-up shops take place down in the West, and this is actually like the first big pop-up shop night market. So I'm really excited to be a part of it, and it's already a success.
We are intimidated by a large dream. We are intimidated by doing more than just going to a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 4. And we feel as though because we may not have a name or we may not come from specific backgrounds that we cannot accomplish, but we can. We can accomplish, and just try. Start something. If you have a passion for anything, sewing, you have a passion for cleaning something, you have a passion for creating, do that, because somebody will notice and you will succeed.
The pop-up shop fair was held at the car park of Sid Gray Complex in Roxborough. I'm Kian Walker-Hazel for Let's Talk Tobago.
So we've come to the end of yet another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like our Office of the Chief Secretary Facebook page. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more information on Villa 513, you can contact A King Enterprise Limited at 355-1680. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and fantastic week. We leave you with a montage of the Taste of Tobago micro market. Do enjoy.
You wanna see good food making, you wanna see jamming down, you wanna see culture display, I'll show you where to come. Tobago is